Sweeter than Mary Jane, ooh. Higher than an aeroplane, anywhere you wanna go. We're bumping from coast to coast. That's the first time I ever did that outside of the studio. So nervous.
And so the sound that's on this album, you're gonna hear a lot of similarities to old Pepper records. But then again, it's just a sonic boost in certain areas, which is, you know, again, as a musician, you need to grow.
Writing songs, sharing it with each other, going down to visit each other, different places. You know, we've moved around. We've lived in Kona, we've lived in, you know, Northern California and San Francisco, we lived in San Diego. We've lived all around, and all three of us, like, we keep moving, we keep going. And we just started to make more time for each other and coming around again, and we got on fire. And that worked out perfectly for when we ran into Matt Wallace.
It was kind of like a year of an education for them. And they learned a lot about maybe, you know, because I say, what are you trying to say in your songs?
I don't know, I think we were always so non-strategic in the past, you know what I mean? Where we didn't plan out really anything, and which was awesome and it worked perfect at the time. But I think, you know, when you've been in a relationship, a band or whatever for that long, you kind of do need to talk about shit at some point, you know?
We couldn't figure out what he was doing the first little while. He's like listening to tunes, but he's like always has his eye on us, like not in a sly way, just like he wanted to understand who Pepper was. No producer had ever been able to like harness that and show us that he was looking for it. That got us pumped.
See, these guys are just natural. They just kind of, whatever comes out, that's who they are. It just comes out, and that's Pepper. They did some co-writing with this guy, Tim Pagnotta, who's a really talented songwriter guy. And I think that was a new thing for them too, to even consider that idea.
So we actually let some people listen to what we were making before we were ready to release it. This is uncomfortable, but it was growth. And they were able to, you know, give their opinions, you know, and help out when they could help out and leave it alone when it needed to be left alone. That was really important as far as us growing in a different way from any other album we've ever done. The dynamics between the three of us have changed in that way. How they haven't changed is just being three boys from Kona, small tight-knit group, the three same original members that rely on each other as friends, as a business, and it's always been us three.
But 5 gap years before, aka we haven't had an album for 5 years.
Ooh.
Before this July 16th.
That's incredibly clever.
Gap years.
What can you do in 5 years?
Nothing, apparently.
Yeah, yeah. Kind of takes it right there.
Wait. So we don't have an album? Do we have an album or do we not have an album?
Yeah.
What happened?
The album is in the computer.
Did we buy the album from Russia? I knew it.
I knew it.
Nostrovia, Pepper. Yes, this is nice.
So that's why we're going into the unknown. It's been so long.
What is this, Pennywise?